Good morning, Facebook Live and Joslyn fans. This is Rebecca. I am the program director here at the Joslyn Center, and this is episode 164 of the Joslyn Variety Show. So, thank you for joining us. Let me go ahead and make sure that this is streaming properly. Yes, it looks like we are good to go. Awesome. So, for today's Variety Show, I know typically we would go on a field trip on Fridays, and that y'all have enjoyed that. But today we are going to talk about COVID-19 vaccine resources because our phones have been blowing up this morning with folks who are hoping to access the vaccine and who want more information about how to get it. And I understand your frustration. I know that it is tough out there right now. So I thought I would show you the resources that we know about because we currently don't have access to the vaccine, aren't able to provide appointments. But what we can do is help you navigate the website and the phone numbers for the folks who are offering the vaccine. So, first, let me tell you what we have coming up next week. That way, you know how to start your week off on Monday, and then we will dive into how to navigate some of these websites, which websites to use, which phone numbers to call, and that kind of thing. So, first of all, next week is a big week for us. Not only do we have all of our usual programming, like the Jocelyn Variety Show, Bingo, Tech Untangled chat group, we also have two guest lectures. Our friends over at the Braille Institute will be here on Wednesday via Zoom talking about all of the free services and programs that they are providing during the pandemic. And then on Friday, we have a very cool lecture on the golden age of musicals, which is from the early 1950s. We have some experts on the topic that are going to come and talk about different scenes from movies. We'll show clips of them. You'll get to analyze them and discuss them together. So that one is going to be very fun. We're looking forward to that a lot. Both of these lectures next week require sign up. So give me a call today or first thing next week, and I can get you signed up for that and then send you the Zoom link and everything else that you will need to access it. Don't forget, we are also taking signups for our spring semester of classes. We have Zumba and balance conditioning and Spanish and line dancing and chair yoga, all available via Zoom. There is a fee for some of those, but not all of them. So give me a call if you would like to sign up for any of those classes. And if you haven't used Zoom before or you're not familiar with Zoom, let me know and I can do a one-on-one tutoring session and teach you how to use it. We can go through a test call or two. So lots of great things coming up at the Joslyn Center. Let's go ahead and switch gears and talk about the COVID vaccine. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare my screen so I can show you what I'm looking at. Let's see. There we go. So I'm just going to make sure that that is showing, and it looks like it is. Let's see here. Perfect. So the very first website that I'm going to refer you to for COVID vaccines is this one right here. If you can see it, let me turn on my annotate here so I can show you what I'm looking at. First thing I'm going to show you up here at the top, I know that's a little bit hard to see. What it says is ruhealth.org /COVID-19 vaccine. And you don't even have to navigate to the actual vaccine page. If you just go to ruhealth.org, the very first thing you'll have up here in the corner is their link to this vaccine page. And once you get here, you'll scroll down just a little bit. It's going to tell you who the vaccine is available for. Currently, Riverside County residents age 65 and older has been opened up, which is why there's such a shortage right now. We have a lot of folks who fall into that category. This is the area where you're going to see whether or not registration is open. So you'll see that there is one local, here, let's do this with annotate, that's a little easier. There is one local spot. It is over in India, but currently registration for that is full. You'll see that little button next to it here. This guy, that red doesn't show up very well. Purple, does it? Let's switch that to yellow. How's that? A little better. So you'll see that everything right now is full, and you're going to see that across the county. Everybody's appointments have been filling up the minute that they're released. They are moving very quickly, but I'll show you what this website is going to look like when there is availability. Our friends over at News Channel 3 posted a screenshot from earlier when you actually could register. I know that's a little hard to see. Let me see if I can zoom that in for you. There you go. Hopefully that's a little better. But when there is registration open, this is what that website will look like. It's going to say register here, and then you can click right where this little guy is, and it will take you through that registration process. Um, so unfortunately, nothing is available right now. When we're on that main website here, we don't see any of that register here option. Everybody is full. But another thing you can do is that yellow button down here, and let me switch. Let's try white. Maybe that'll be visible. A little bit. See right here where it says click here for a list of providers. These are folks who are offering vaccine clinics. So if we click on that page, it's going to bring up this list. They've got Albertsons, Apple Urgent Care, Ralph's Pharmacy. These guys are all providing appointments as well that won't be part of that main page. However, these are all booked as well, at least as far as I've been able to find. But I'll show you the website so that you can kind of see what to expect when you get to them. This first one right here, Albertsons Pharmacy, this is what their website looks like. You're going to see a list of Riverside areas to check. Keep in mind that the city, keep an eye on the city right here. Ooh, that white does not show up anymore. We're going to need a better option. Maybe we'll use black. There we go. So keep an eye on the city. So if you aren't willing to drive as far as Corona or Lake Elsinore, then you're going to want to look for things that are just Palm Desert, Palm Springs, Rancho Mirage, things like that. And then you'll go just to the side here and try to schedule an appointment. And again, as far as I know, most of these are full, but if you keep refreshing and keep trying, they might come up. You can navigate through here. It's going to ask you if you're currently eligible for a vaccine. So check through these, the tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3, make sure that you're eligible. You'll hit submit at the bottom, and then it's going to ask you what kind of appointment you want. You'll tell it you want a COVID vaccine dose 1 appointment and start the setup. It's going to ask you which one that you need, but there's only one option, so don't worry. You'll just hit next. And then this is where we run into some issues. This is where, let me highlight this for you. This is where it'll say there are no available slots this month. And that's what we're finding on most of the websites that we've been checking. Even if we look in February, we're not seeing anything. But I'm sure that they're going to keep releasing appointments as they become available. So check back. Maybe give it a couple of days, even give it a week or two. But as more folks get the vaccine, as more folks staff up for the vaccine, there's going to be more available. So this is the Albertsons option. Ralph's right here has a really similar option. You tell it what location you're at, what vaccine you want. In this case, they're going to offer more than just the COVID. They'll offer the flu vaccine, MMR, all kinds of different options. And I haven't been able to find a pharmacy currently offering the COVID vaccine, but you're welcome to try it as well. But this is kind of the step-by-step process for them. And then this last one, Apple Urgent Care, they are not local here to the Valley, but if you're willing to drive a little to Moreno Valley, Paris, or Hemet, then they'll take you through that same process. You'll be able to click, tell them what you're looking for, and then they'll tell you whether or not it's available, which is currently nothing. But again, be patient, be compassionate. Everybody is navigating through this the best that they're able. I think this was a pretty quick announcement, and it's only the first few days of it. So give it some time, be patient. I will tell you that if you are in the San Bernardino County area instead of Riverside, they have a different website. Theirs is up here at the top as well, and let me highlight that. There we go. It's SB, so San Bernardino, but sbcovid19.com/vaccine/locations. And that one is going to take you very similar to this Riverside one right here. It's going to take you to the options. Woo, one too far. The options available in San Bernardino. So I know that this is frustrating. I know that we all want to be able to get life back to normal as soon as possible. And the first way to do that is to get the vaccine. But be patient with folks, give them time. I will refer you as well to our website right here. This one is up here at the top, just joslyncenter.org. And if you go to the About section and hit COVID-19 information and resources, then this will take you to our list of community assistance during COVID. So these are some of our websites that we get information from. This is that website for vaccine distribution. It's this first one right here is that ruhealth.org. You can also call the Office on Aging. Their number is 800-510-2020. You can dial 211 from your phone. That is the senior help link line. But keep in mind that their phones are swamped right now. There is a fairly long wait time if you wait on hold. There's a fairly long callback time if you select that option. But feel like, we're in this together. We're all fighting towards the same cause. We all are on the same team. There's not enemies. It's just going to be a little tricky for a couple of weeks, but we'll get through it together. Just to remind you, on this website, we also have emergency food assistance options. If you are struggling with food insecurity, here's some of the grocery stores that have senior shopping hours, um, home delivery as well, which is super handy, some utilities assistance, additional online resources like CV HIP, Find Food Bank, 211, which is the Connect Riverside number, and of course the Department on Aging. I also have fun things for you to do on here. So if you're looking for games or museum tours or virtual programming like that, check out a couple of these websites. And of course, some of our very good friends, other nonprofit agencies who are providing assistance like United Way, JFS, Riverside Legal Aid, and all of them as well. So I know that it is frustrating right now. Let me stop my share so that I can see you a little better. There we go. I know that this is frustrating and everybody wants to get out there and wants to do their part to stop the spread and to be vaccinated. It's gonna be a little tricky. It reminds me of the early days of the pandemic when everybody wanted a COVID test, we couldn't get access to them. But remember, those opened up and now they're fairly accessible. And I think the same thing is going to happen to the vaccine if we're just patient and we give it a little time. But those are the resources that you're going to need in order to get that vaccine. And I will post in the comments of this video the website and the phone numbers. That way you'll have access to them as well. And we're here to help. So give us a call if you need assistance navigating these. We don't have any special access to anything. We don't have any vaccines here. But we'll do our best to help you and to provide assistance where we can. So I think that's it for my Friday. Let's see. Oh, I know the most important thing that I almost forgot. This is actually a shout out to my very dear Aunt Madeline. She often watches these videos and interacts with y'all. She is currently in the hospital. She doesn't have COVID, thankfully, but she's recovering from pneumonia. So I'm sending her lots of love and care because I miss her, and I hope that you guys do too. That is all I have for you today. Everybody have a lovely day. Remember to be patient, be compassionate, be loving. We're all going to get through this together. And I will see you all on Monday. Happy weekend.